Technology has affected us in a great way. There's all kind of things that can help. Computer programs are one of the best things. For someone like me that's not a skilled colorist, I can't ink a black and white page and make it look good. But I can go into Photoshop, I can go into any, good quality paint program on the computer, and I can make colors on that page that look good and can sometimes be, it can sometimes look as good as, the big companies make it look. So that's a huge advantage, Also, instead of sending in work, you can put it on disk. You don't have to send the flat art and mail it in a big envelope. You can put everything on a CD and send it off. And then also the internet. Without the internet, people would have even more trouble finding independence. When you have a website that shows your characters and the talented, people that you work with, artists and all that. Also, what stories are coming out, when there's a new release, what's being worked on now, how to contact you, how to get your comics, how to buy your comics. That is a huge opportunity for independence. It's something that, we have to use. If not, there's not much for us. We have to rely on that kind of thing.
It's much easier. You can publish very quickly through online publishers. You can letter your books yourself fairly easily, as opposed to hand lettering, which that's a whole another chore in itself.
Man, technology has made a huge difference. Before, if you told me when I was 15, that I was going to go in and be able to go into a computer, create my own comic book in a computer, print it out, give that disc to a printer, and the printer is just going to give me some copies back of what I've done, and I can sell that, I'll be like, man, you crazy. I'm going to have to go and draw this and give it to DC Comics, who, by some magical force in the realm, would pull down this heavenly comic book that I've done and say, oh, here it is, Technology has grown and pushed people in ways that, you just can't explain. There are options now, and that's also the sole reason of the rise of independent comics, because technology now has happened to where a guy doesn't have to go to somebody else and say, would you please, Mr. So current sir, with your technology and your know-how, can you print this book for me? They can do it on their own, instantaneously almost, if you know what you're doing, and come out with a pretty sharp, slick product that you can put on the shelves next to the big boys and say, hey, I did it.